Facebook, from Instagram, if you're following us on YouTube. We really appreciate all of it. So just checking in with you this morning just to see how you are, how things are going. So we're all probably in the same position of everybody starting to transition back into work or thinking about transitioning back into work. Good morning. So these changes, we're going to start to line up a new normal, right? We're going to start to have new daily routines. And I'm definitely on the side of creating something new. Not following back into old routine. I've even found myself having the awareness of not wanting to be pushed by other people's busyness. This is just, given me an opportunity to try, see where things are at in life. What do you want in life? What do you want in your surroundings, in your environment? How do you want to fill your day? And even before all this, I was really starting to practice the less is more. I'm not in competition with how full my day is or how full my kid's day is. To me, it's more about the quality of life that we're having these days. So this time off, 8-10 weeks, has given me a real opportunity to decide what's important. Or sitting on your heels, one foot in front of the other. And again, just take one more moment just to welcome you all here, joining us from Facebook, Instagram, if you're joining us or following us on YouTube. We just really appreciate all of it. So, coming to a comfortable seat. Feel free to close your eyes if you would like to. Rest your hands on your lap or even at heart center, letting your thumbs rest on the chest. Good morning. And just start to deeply breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Start to recognize, starting at your foundation, what is connecting to the floor. Where are you touching the earth? Sitting slightly back in your body, noticing your sit bones, your base, your root chakra, and maybe even gently lift by engaging those muscles, lifting the pelvic floor, lengthening the spine, reaching it, feeling the energy all the way through to the crown of the head. Shoulders roll up towards the ears, back and drop down on the ribs. And come back to the breath. The breath is a way to energize the body, to cleanse the body, to bring in peace and let go of stress, to create expansion and grounding, to find space between your thoughts. It's also a way to bring the chatter of the mind to quiet as we focus on one aspect, the inhale and the exhale. Releasing any tension that you notice in your body already, letting yourself grow tall, soften the shoulders, soften the teeth and the jaw. And take this moment to set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's just listening to your heart's desire. Maybe you have a word or a mantra that you would like to embody in your practice today. Next inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Feel free to leave the eyes closed or open them, following the thumbs as they touch. Exhale, float the arms down, expanding out to the sides of the room on the way down. Inhale up, open the heart space, open the throat, palms touch. Exhale, float the arms down. Chin can come to the chest. Inhales, float up. Exhale the left arm down. Right hand comes over top of the head, grabs that left ear. Draw the right ear down to the right shoulder. Relax the shoulders. Let that ear drop to the shoulder on the right. Just notice what you're feeling here. Just opening the upper traps, the side of the throat. Inhale, head to neutral, right arm up, left arm comes up to meet it. Exhale, right arm down. Left hand grabs the right ear. Bring it to the left. Staying tall in the spine, relaxed in the shoulders. I don't know about you, but I've noticed most of my tension just settling into my upper back and shoulders. Even through my yoga practice, we're doing things outdoors, riding bikes. Inhale that left arm up, right arm follows it up. Exhale both down. So just having awarenesses of where your tension is in your body. Roll those shoulders back. Eagle arms. Expand out with your inhale. Exhale, right arm under the left, crossing above the elbows. You may start backs of hands together. You may be able to find the full wrap. Relax the shoulders. Elbows parallel and forward, fingertips high. This might be enough for you. You might be grabbing opposite shoulders. Just meet your body where you are. Inhales and exhales. We're opening up that space between the shoulder blades. You can feel it back there, moving from the back of the head down to the shoulder blades. Inhales, lift the fingertips. Exhales, pull the shoulders apart. We're staying tall in the spine, engaged in the core. Inhales and exhales. Focusing on the space behind the neck. One more. Inhale out through the fingers. Maybe take a tiny back bend, elbows reaching to the sky. Good. Exhale, bring it in. Let the elbows come to the chest. Head drops down, fingertips pointing forward. Bringing in some different movements to the shoulders. Bring it back to neutral. Open it up. Inhale. Cactus arms. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale to open. This time left arm under the right. Cross at the elbows. Same things. Parallel arms to the floor. Shoulders drop. Fingers high. Inhale up. Exhale down and apart. Inhales. And exhales. Just notice if you're finding tension in other parts of your body. Are you hugging the hips? Are you squeezing your glutes or your jaw? Couple more. Inhale to open wide. Exhale, cactus arms. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Grabbing opposite elbows. Relaxing the shoulders. We're going to lean to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. We won't go super far. We don't want to create tension. We're really just opening this space right here. Bring it to center. Release the arms down. Inhale, right arm up. We're going to the left. Side bend. Maybe you look up past your elbow. Maybe you're looking forward. Either way, shoulders are out of the ears. Sit bones are connected to the earth. You may be on a hand, just going where your body is available. One more breath here, big inhale. Reaching to those fingertips. Exhale, bring it up. Good. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, take it to the right. Stay connected. Keeping those sit bones grounded. Elbow maybe comes down, maybe it hovers. Opening those ribs. Inhales, lift. Exhales, fold. One more. Inhale up. arm comes up to meet, exhale down through heart center. We're going to take a little bit of a twist here, opening the spine. So taking your left heel, place it by your right hip if that's available, right leg across. If that bottom leg doesn't want to tuck under, you can have it extended out in front of you. So we're grounded through the sit bones, right leg is on top, right hand behind, inhale, left arm. Nice and tall through the spine, feel it from the sit bone to the fingertip, hooking the elbow, taking the twist. Inhales take you tall, exhales wring out the spine. Let it go a little bit more. Let that belly button draw in towards the spine. Shoulders relax. Chin towards the shoulder. Beautiful. Release it to the front. Take it all the way around to the left side. We're going to take a little bow, folding at the hips. Bring it up tall. Good. Go ahead and slide this right leg on across the top. We're working towards stacking the knees. That might not be where you are today, and that's okay. It's also a great place to sit on a block or a blanket or a more firm pillow, just to lift the hips. Toes are out to the sides. Inhale up tall. Exhale, we're just going to walk it forward. Long spine. You're going to feel it maybe deep in this right hip here, into the glutes. Good. And you can continue down. We're going to find your own personal edge, that place where it's comfortably uncomfortable, but you can still breathe. Never any pain, never pushing, never forcing. Inhales lengthen, exhales melt you down. Keeping a long neck so that we're not drawing down through the forehead. Soften those hips as you melt. Beautiful. Inhale, walk it up tall. Hands coming back towards the legs. This right leg, we're going to open it up out to the side. So feel free to turn sideways on your mat. Good. Right hand on the right leg. Inhale, left arm up. Take it over to the right. Side bend. Breathing here. Maybe looking forward or up past the elbow. This just keeps the chest from rounding down. If the arm overhead is too much, you can take it straight up tall. You could even take this hand behind the head, opening that elbow to the sky. Beautiful. Take it up tall, bring it to center. Beautiful. Bring that leg in. And we're going to start from the other side. So tucking the right heel to the left hip or having that right leg extended. Left leg comes over top. Okay? So right leg on bottom, left leg on top. Left hand back, inhale, right arm. Exhale, hook the elbow, take the twist. Ground down through the feet, ground down through the sit bones, reach tall through the spine. Take the twist. Inhale, slightly open. Exhale, bring it out. Maybe you get a small adjustment this morning. Good morning. Belly button draws in. Don't be afraid to squish and squeeze everything there in the center. One more breath tall. Exhale, wring it out. Beautiful. Bring it on around to the front. Tucking that left leg over top. Good morning. Sitting up tall. And we're going to fold over here. Again, this focus is now going to be in the left hip. Just walk yourself down until it feels good. There's that little bit of stretch. You can still comfortably breathe, and there's no cheating. And when I say cheating, the body likes to find the path of least resistance. So we're not lifting a hip, we're not doing any of those little things. We're just melting down. Finding a long spine. Keep leading forward with the heart. The hands are planted. And maybe you'll notice with the exhales that this area becomes less intense. the stretch begins to fade, and maybe you can even go a little bit further, but no need to push. Beautiful. Inhale it up, walk the hands in. Take this left leg open. Right leg is tucked in. Left hand on the left leg. Inhale, right arm up and ground down through the sit bones. Take it over. So you may notice a little difference. Maybe you can go further on this side, maybe not quite as far. Feel free to grab the ankle, the foot. Again, looking up past the elbow if that feels good. Or you can take that hand behind the head, opening the chest and the elbow to the back of the room. We're really working down here above the kidneys and the adrenals, trying to let go of stress, bring in ease. One more breath. Take that arm up, let it draw you up, arms up, bring them through heart center. Beautiful. Bring this leg in. We're going to move to all fours. Hands and knees. Starting our spinal cat and cows. So hands are underneath the elbows, underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. Thumbs are gently tucked. Knees under the hips. Neutral spine. Maybe you need to lift. Maybe you need to relax. Lengthen shoulders back. Inhales, lift the tail, look forward. Expand the ribs, expand the front side of the body. Exhale, round it up. Press through the shoulder blades. Inhales, look forward, release the belly, lift the tail. Exhale, round it up. Continue here, inhales. On this exhale, I want you to send it up through the mid-back. So change your focus a little bit lower in the spine, more into this space. Inhale, look forward, shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, send it into the low back. So really open up that lower back space. Good, inhale. Exhale, mid-back. Inhale. Upper back, space between the shoulder blades, chin to the chest. Beautiful. Inhale. As you take it up this time, we're going to do a little opening on the side body. So open these right ribs. Good. Bring it back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Send it up to the sky. Open the left side body. Bring it back to neutral. Bring it through. One more time. Exhale it up. Open to the right. Open those right ribs and shoulder. Bring it through neutral and down. Exhale it up, open the left side. Really getting into that space between the ribs. Inhale. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Really melt those heels one at a time to the floor. Have space between your feet, about 6 inches. Play with bending and straightening the knees so we address both muscles of the calf. That one that crosses the knee and the one that doesn't. Let the head be heavy. Let the shoulders slide on the ribs towards the hips. And take a moment here to find balance between your hands, between your feet, softness to the knees, and really send that tailbone high. Gazing between your hands, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Bring the weight forward. Inhale, half lift. Hands on the shins or fingertips to the floor. But again, bring the weight forward. See if you can bring your bottom straight up over your knees and your ankles. You can have books, blocks. Exhale, let it go. Belly button to the spine. Let go of the head. Let go of the shoulders. Taking both fists and placing them between your big toes. That's about how much space you want to have. Let that head go. Okay, ground through the feet, lift through the core, hug the thighs together, reverse your swan dive, flat back, all the way up to the top. Reach it high. Palms touch, take a little back bend, up and out of your spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. So just take a moment here just to feel your feet grounded. Feel softness to your knees. Roll those shoulders back. Really broaden across the collarbones. We're going to move through some sun salutations just to get some heat moving, get some energy flowing, get everything going. Okay. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Take the back bend at the top if you like it. Exhale. Hinging at the hips. Arms open. Fold forward. Inhale. Half lift. Shoulders back. Again, bring the weight forward. Hands can be on shins. Exhale. Plant the hands. Right foot back. Left foot back. Plank pose. Bottom in between your shoulders and your heels. Beautiful. Arms are strong. Bring it slightly forward, elbows in. Let them be beside the ribs all the way down. You can bring your knees down first. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders back, elbows in. Relax your glutes. Let the arms do the work here. Exhale, come down. Reversing the push-up. Again, you can use your knees, elbows in, belly button up, send it back. Walk those legs out. Beautiful. Looking forward at the end of your exhale, walk, step, or hop. Walk up this time. Inhale, flat back. Ardha Uttanasana. Shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reverse, swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Keep going, inhale. Up and out of the spine, lift up through the center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back, bring the weight forward. Showing what it looks like on fingertips. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot back, left foot back. Plank. Exhale, lower through. Inhale, cobra. Relax the glutes, elbows in, chest forward. Exhale, let it go. Belly button hugs to the spine, up off the floor, elbows in, send it back. Downward facing. Walk the feet apart. Walk them as wide as your mat. Just getting different sensations in the hamstrings. Walk it back so there's 6 inches between the feet. Walk, step, or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Reverse the swan dive. Hug the core. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. One more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Soft knees. Fold at the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Good. Stay here for just a breath. I just want to mention that if you're in a limited space, taking the arms out to the sides, you can modify that by taking the arms forward on your fold down. You can also take hands to heart center on your fold down. Good. Plant the hands, right foot back, left foot back. One more chaturanga. Nice push up. Again, you can bring the knees down, lower through, elbows in. You're still working that core, building strength. Inhale, cobra. Reaching through the crown of the head. Soften the glutes. Release the belly. Reverse the push-up. You can use the knees. Send it back, downward facing dog. Let that head go. Let those shoulders go. I invite you up onto your tiptoes this time. We're going to tiptoe forward to the top of your mat. Once you're there, release the heels down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, belly button to the spine. Let go of the head. Reverse the swan dive all the way up tall. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Sun salutation A, that was. We'll move into B for 3 of those. Inhale up, nice and tall. Exhale, chair pose. So your tailbone is reaching down and back. Resist the urge to tuck the tail. Sit back in the heels. You can have knees apart or knees touching. Again, hands can be at heart center. Is another option. Sink it down a little bit further, reach that tailbone down and back. Maybe play with lifting the toes as the weight is in the heels. Take it back just a little bit further. Beautiful, let it go. Hands to the floor, hips to the sky. Inhale, half lift. Shoulders back. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot back. Back foot plants at 45 degrees. Inhale up, warrior one. Good. So checking in, hips are square, shoulders above the hips, arms beside the ears or at heart center. Good. This front knee is going straight ahead, rolling into that back pinky toe. Okay? Lift the heart, lift the gaze. What are you looking at here? Can you find where the ceiling and the wall come together in your room? Good. Lift up through the tummy. Tear the mat in half with your feet. And find ease and comfort, steadiness in this posture. Let go of forcing, let go of trembling. Warrior poses work on willpower, strengthening our mind and our focus, clarity. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, step it back, plank. Exhale through. Beautiful. Tops of the feet on the floor. This time we're going to do upward facing dog. Different than cobra in that we engage the legs and bring them up off the floor. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Feel free to do cobra if that feels better in your body. Beautiful. Plant the left foot. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, foot between your hands. Back foot 90 degrees. Inhale to rise. Again, squaring the hips, squaring the shoulders. Lift through the tummy, lift through the heart. Sink into the knees. Tear the mat in half. You get that sensation of grounding and spreading the feet. Melt those shoulders down and back. Find your ease and your steadiness. Feel that calf opening in the back leg. Any other sensations you might be having. Hands come down, frame the front foot, roll up onto that back toe. Back foot steps forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Melt the hips towards the earth, finding chair pose. Sweep the arms up beside the ears or in front of the heart space. Weight into the heels. See if you can lift those inner arches. Inhale it up tall, take it up, a little back bend or straight up stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful job. Inhale, arms up, grab those opposite elbows. Let's take a side bend to the right. Inhale up, side bend to the left. Bring it up through center, chair pose. Beautiful. With 3 rounds, there's opportunity to play. You can play with feet together, big toes touching. You can play with knees spaced apart. You can play with hands at heart center. Been there long enough? Okay, hands down. Lift those hips. Open the lower back space right here. Really draw that belly button up and in and let go here. Let go of the head. Fold. Plant the hands, right foot back. Foot to 45 degrees. Rise. Warrior one. Lift up right here. Right in the core, right in the center. Melt the shoulders. Tear the mat in half. We're going to play with the hands on this one. Interlace the hands behind your back. Hug the shoulder blades back to the spine. Open that heart. Lift the hands if it's available. Just away from the back of the hips. Feel the heart rate picking up. Good. Sink it to the legs. Go a little bit lower. Beautiful. Release the hands. Frame the front foot. Come up on the back toe. Finding plank pose. Again, you can always do plank on the knees, lower through. Upward facing dog or cobra. Lift the heart. We're engaging here. Send it back. Lift the belly button to the spine. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Let go of the head. Go of the shoulders. Plant the left foot. Right leg high. Right foot through the hands. Again, if you don't have a lot of space where you're at right now, you don't have to do the lifted leg. You can simply step it forward. And if it doesn't get there, help it along. Plant the back foot at 45 degrees. Rise into warrior one. Set your foundation. Melt into the feet. Lift the hips. Lift the hands. Square the shoulders. Beautiful. Melt into those legs. Release the hands behind the back. See if you can put the opposite thumb on top. Yes, it's going to feel weird. And lift those hands. Sometimes it's good to set new patterns in the brain or lessen old patterns by making new ones. Hug those shoulder blades back to the spine. Squeeze it back there. Release the hands. Hands come up, frame the front foot, turn onto the back toe, back foot comes forward. Inhale, half lift. Bring the hands to the shins this time. Let yourself feel supported. Softness to the knees. Bring the weight forward, peeking over the edge. What's coming next? Being a little bit prepared, sneaking a peek. Exhale, let the hands go. Rise on the inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale up. One more. Take any variations you like in this one. Sink into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach that tailbone back, lift the toes. Beautiful. Fold forward. Lift the hips. Belly button to the spine. Bring the weight forward into the toes. Open those calves. Beautiful. Plant the hands, right foot back. Open up. You know where we're going. Warrior one. Inhale up. Roll into that back pinky toe side of the foot. Square the hips. Relax the shoulders. And lift. Another variation on the arms. Let's take those eagle arms. Open up. Right arm under the left. Backs of hands or wrapping opposite shoulders is perfect. And look up past the fingertips. Shoulders relax, elbows reaching to the sky. Breathe into that space. Don't forget the legs. Beautiful. Release the arms, open them up, cactus arms. Bring it forward. Coming into plank or plank on the knees, lower through. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Let downward facing dog be a resting pose. Plant that left foot, right leg high. If you have room for it, step it through. Plant that back foot 45 degrees. Inhale to rise. Good. Relax the shoulders. Lift up through the tummy. Melt into the legs. Ground down, earthing into the legs. Variation on the arms. If you would like to take it, left arm under the right. Wrapping. Looking up past the fingertips. Breathing. Inhales and exhales. Beautiful. Unwind. Open it up. Inhale. Exhale. Cactus arms. Draw those shoulders down and back. Bring it forward. Back foot steps forward. Inhale. Half lift. Take a moment here to breathe. Relax the lower back space. To bring the weight slightly forward into the toes, soften the knees so that you uncurl the tailbone. Open the heart space. Let it go. You can Grab the calves or the ankles, draw the body in close to the legs. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart center. Feeling nice and warm? We're going to bring that sun out today. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, chair pose. We're going to vary from here, so no more sun salutations, but we're going to use pieces of them. Release the tailbone down and back. Melt the shoulders. Hands at heart center. Beautiful. Shift the weight into your left leg, so your right leg becomes lighter. If it's available, see if you can lift it up. We're going to step it back. We're going to stay up onto the toes. Okay? Working on a little balance here. Keeping hands at heart center, I want you to feel this stretch here in the front of this hip, the hip flexor. Strong leg, reaching back through that heel. We're going to stay upright. Nice and tall. Lift here at the lower tummy so we support the back. Good. Since we're in our high lunge, we're going to take a twist. The right arm is going to extend forward, thumb to the sky, left arm to the back. So hug your hips together, lift that pelvic floor, engage the underside of your body. Shoulders down. Beautiful. Bring it back forward, interlace the hands behind the head, lift up through the crown, elbows out, lean the head back into the hands. Strong back leg. Don't let that back knee release. Bring the body up. We are going to release it now for a little strength. We're going to lower that back knee down. Doesn't have to touch. Bring it up. Good. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale. Finding the inhales and the exhales. 2 more. Last one. Bring it up. Beautiful job. Open up wide. Feet parallel. Nice wide stance. Release the arms. Folding forward. Airplane arms. See if you can pause right here halfway. We'll take the twist. Left hand to the ground. Right hand to the sky. You can use a book here. Blocks. Anything else that gives you a little bit of height. Tailbone reaching back. Crown of the head reaching forward. Top arm up. Bottom hand, I want you to turn those left fingertips to the left. And we're going to open up this palm on the right hand to the sky. We're opening up the nerves, the vessels, energy lines. Beautiful. Top hand comes down. Go ahead and leave those fingertips pointing to the right. We'll sweep the left hand up, open the palm to the sky. Noticing sensation. Open the chest. Breathe. Couple of breaths here. Just find out where you're holding the breath. Bring that hand down. Release yourself in forward fold. Maybe you're on hands, maybe you're on elbows, whatever's available. Let that head go. Both hands over to the right leg. You're opening these left side ribs, relaxing this left shoulder. Bring the weight forward into the toes. Release it through center, over to the left. Now we're opening the right side ribs, right here. Relaxing that right shoulder. Feeling it in the backs of the legs. Walk it through the middle. Beautiful. Using your core, extend the arms out or bring your hands to your hips. Let's all bring the hands to the hips. Pressing down and back, bring yourself up on the inhale. Grounding the legs. Turn the toes forward, cartwheel it down. Finding yourself into plank, step it back. Beautiful. Lower through. Taking cobra or upward facing. Cobra being slightly more passive. Upward facing dog being more of a strengthening pose. Shoulders down and back. Beautiful. Lower down, reverse. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Release the head. Find that breath. Tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Heels come down. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, let it go. Reverse the swan dive. Hug the thighs, lift the core all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale up. Exhale, chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit bones reach down and back for the back of your mat. Weight now into the right leg. Lift that left leg. Let it float up. Maybe you take a minute of a balance, maybe a second of a balance. Send that left leg back. High lunge. So we're on the back toe. If it doesn't quite go where you want it, just wiggle it back there. Lift that knee off the ground. And lift through the tummy here. Let those shoulders melt. Drop from the ears. Beautiful high lunge. Fingertips send energy out. Strong front leg. We're going to twist. Left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Hug the hips together. Melt the shoulders. Breathe. Find ease, comfort, steadiness. Beautiful. Nice. Bring the hands down. Last time we opened up to the side, I'm going to have you step back into plank. Beautiful. How about a side plank? So, rolling left hand, plants in the center, opening up right hand to the sky. Variation. Bringing the left knee down is an option. Supporting underneath the hip. Still gives you the same lift of the ribs, starting to train the obliques. If you'd like a variation to go a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger today, lift that top leg. Sending energy all the way out that heel. Bring it down, full plank. Take a moment here, bring the knees down. Let's all take a child's pose. Sink it back onto the heels. Take a breath to settle in, long spine. Sitting on the heels, you can have the knees apart, resting the chest on the floor. You can have the chest lengthening over the legs. If you want to give a little breather to the shoulders, sweep the arms back, either side of the body. Let the elbows just drop down from the sides to touch the mat. 2 more deep breaths right here. On an inhale, sweep those arms forward. Beautiful. We're going to side plank on the other side. So plant your right hand down. Roll open, left hand to the sky. Right knee can come down if you would like it to. Lift those ribs away from the floor. Another variation is to lift the top leg. If you are on a knee down variation, you can still lift this top leg if you want to. Bring that leg down. Full plank, lower through. Cobra or upward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Release it down. Beautiful. Just going to rejoin you over here. So while we're on the tummy, we're going to draw this left heel to the left sit bone. Reaching with your left hand, hug it down. Opening up the front of the legs. Now we're going to just gently press these hip bones and your pubic bone down into the floor. Just helps to release any tension from the lower spine.
Good. Release that left foot. Draw the right foot up. You can be looking to one side. You can have your chin on the ground or forehead. Just hug that heel to your sit bone. If it's available and that's really easy for you, you can bring it slightly out to the side. Good. Continuing to hold this right foot, bring that left foot back up. We will bring the chin to the mat. And now I want you to really press that hip bone and pubic bone down into the floor, front of your body. Make little handles by flexing the feet. And then begin to kick back. Kicking back will lift the chest. Bow pose, think bow and arrow. Shoulders back. If you want a little bit more, the soles of the feet can lift up towards the sky. We're balancing on the belly, inhales and exhales. 2 more. Slowly hug those heels in. Bring the cheek down, bring the chin down. Continue to press the hip bones down into the mat. And then release the feet. Beautiful back bend opening. Hands underneath the chest. We're going to sink it back to child's pose. Take the knees apart this time. Let your big toes touch. So your knees may be as wide as the mat or wider. And melt the belly and the chest down to the earth. Releasing tension from the lower spine. Walk the hands back about halfway. So we've got a nice long spine here. Take that left arm up. And we'll thread the needle. Send that hand over to the right. Shoulder out of the neck, out of the ears. You can extend the right arm overhead. You can take that arm around your back. What do you need right here? Just opening up the back of the shoulder. Beautiful. Bring this right hand down, place it underneath the shoulder, underneath the elbow. Press into the floor, sweep the left arm up, open the chest, bring it down. Inhale the right arm up, sinking onto those heels, threading the needle through to the left. Again, shoulder out of the neck. Left hand can extend long or find the low back. Really letting the chest melt into the arm so you get a nice shoulder opening. Left hand back to the earth, plant down, lift the right arm up and through, bring it down. Beautiful. Just getting into that lower back space. Bring the legs forward. Actually, we're going to do a little mermaid pose. We did that a couple classes ago. It's just a nice, kind of grounding and lengthening. So we're going to have the left leg in front, shin in front, and right leg tucked to the side. Plant your left hand behind your hip. Right arm reaches out over those right toes. And on the inhale, lift the hips, sweep it up and back. Exhale, bring the bottom down to the earth. Inhales up. So as you lift up, you're resting on the shins. Exhale down. A few more. Inhale. There's number 3. Stretch those hips. Pressing these hip bones forward. Opening the ribs. Beautiful. We'll switch to take a moment to tuck the left leg to the back. The right shin in front. If you want a little tick-tock of the knees in between, you can do that. Plant that right hand. Left hand over the left foot and toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale it down. Good. You can even have a block under this right hand behind you if that helps. And reach it up and back. Good. You might even be sitting on a block. Allowing a little less pressure on the knees. Couple more.
Sweep it up. Moving with the breath. Let it be fluid. Let it be flowing. Dare I say graceful. Beautiful. Very nice job. Go ahead and sweep that left leg around, and we will stack it on top. So the shins are parallel and stacked, if that's available. Go where you're at. It might be here. You might have a block in this space, or a pillow. You may be comfortable with letting it be. Just take a moment here, sitting up nice and tall. Noticing what areas want to grip, what areas want to hold on in the hips. Maybe it's in the jaw, maybe it's in the brow, maybe it's in the mind. My leg doesn't do that. We're going to start to soften those thoughts. If it feels good, bring the weight forward, keeping a long spine. And just walking down till you find that space, that comfortably uncomfortable spot where you can still breathe, where you can allow yourself to maybe close your eyes, move into sensations. If you're a visual person, you can imagine a balloon in your left hip. And as you inhale, inflate the balloon. And as you exhale, the balloon stays inflated, but you just hold space. Each inhale might inflate the balloon a little bit more. Beautiful. Walk yourself up tall. Shoulders back and down. Let's uncross the feet and tick-tock. Since we're getting into that left hip, we're going to stay there for a minute. Bring this right leg to the floor. Bring the left ankle to the right knee. We're going to roll down on the back for this one. So there's several ways to do figure fours. One is sitting up tall, bringing the chest towards the leg and the leg towards the chest. So you can remain here. You can also do it by laying on the ground, reaching the left hand through, right hand around, and hugging the shin towards the chest. So less pressure on the shoulders, obviously, and more alignment of the spine. It allows you to draw in a way that feels good. Two more breaths here. Maybe you wiggle the toes. Maybe you inflate the balloon. Beautiful. Release that foot down. We're going to rock forward and back, maybe once or twice, so we come all the way up. You can stay forward. We're going to bring the left shin on the bottom, right shin on the top. Okay. Sit up nice and tall. Just noticing the differences in your body, what's available, maybe what's not so available. Hands come forward. Feel free to close the eyes and move into the breath. Maybe you inflate that balloon. I'm not a big fan of balloons. I feel like they're pretty big polluters of the ocean, but I'll allow imaginary balloons. That's okay. So if you've imagined a balloon just for fun, I just want you to recognize what color your balloon is. Feel free to share with me at the end if I have any insight. I'll be happy to share it with you. If you're familiar with the chakras, you might have some insight already. Intuitively, go ahead and walk yourself up tall. Shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Okay, release that foot. I forgot for a second where we were going. So we're gonna plant this left leg. Put the right ankle on top. Again, you're welcome to take figure four sitting up tall.
All of them feel good and all of them fit our bodies in different ways. So if that's the one for you, go ahead and take it. If you like reclined, go ahead and roll down. Right hand between the legs, left hand around, grabbing the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Shoulders back, hug the shin to the chest. Inhaling and exhaling into the hip, into your balloon, softening the forehead. Begin to release whichever shape you've chosen. And go ahead and come to your back if you're not already reclined. Laying down on the mat. Take a moment here. Walk the feet slightly wider than the hips and let the knees rest together. Just a gentle check-in of the lower back space. Beautiful. Moving into our twist. We're going to bring the legs as if sitting in our chair pose. Feel your low back connection. Maybe hug the belly button to the spine, to the earth. Option to take the knees stacked over to the right and place them down. Other option to cross the left leg over the right. Maybe wrap the toes for twisted root pose and bring the legs to the right. Be careful of any candles, any cups of tea, anything you have in your space. Adjusting the shoulder blades. Feeling that nice. Now twisted root pose is going to be a deeper twist on the spine. If that is right for you, it feels really great. If a stacked knee twist is right for you, that will feel really great. And just like in our seated twist, really let that spine ring out. Let the belly button drop in. Don't be afraid to squish and squeeze everything in your center. This is a way to stimulate and detox the body. It also brings up energy from the root. See if we can utilize our core, bring everything back to center. Uncross the legs if you've done that. Wrap the right over the left. Take it to the left. Take your stacked knees to the left. Adjust those shoulder blades. See if you can keep this right shoulder down or close to the earth. Twisted root pose not only gets the spine, but it also comes around the hip and the IT band. Where can you soften a little bit more? During our twist here, as we're moving more to relaxation, know that it's a beautiful time to prop under the knees, between the knees and the floor, or between the knees themselves, if it allows you to relax into the twist. Are you hugging and holding the hips? It's a time to let go. Bring it back to center using the core. Unwind the legs if you have crossed them. Hug the knees to the chest and really lengthen the tailbone. So take that tailbone down and towards the earth. Shoulders back. Release the feet to the ground. And slide the legs long. Tuck the shoulder blades. Feel free to prop underneath the knees with a pillow. Palms roll up. Relax from the hips, the knees, and the ankles down to the feet. Inhales and exhales. Just taking a few of these breaths to settle into the body. Feel free to close the eyes, to place an eye pillow or a washcloth across the eyes. With each exhale, surrendering, softening, being.
And take a nice bit of Shavasana here. If you would like a longer Shavasana, this is a great place to pause our video once it's recorded. I invite you to not skip Shavasana, as it is one of the most, if not the most important poses that you will do. It's the time of integration. Things moving on, things moving in, patterns being created, muscle memory being created. It's a time to simply practice being present. It's a way to practice beginning a meditation practice. I invite you in this moment, as you're letting go, if you are having thoughts crossing the mind, another visualization. It's a beautiful blue sky. And your thoughts just being the clouds that float across. Just watching them. Maybe you're a night person and you visualize the clouds passing in front of the moon. I invite you to soften the face into a smile. To notice how it relaxes so many pieces of your body. To take this time to begin to be consciously drawing in the inhale and focused on what you're releasing through the exhale. The inhales and the exhales connect you once again to your physical body. The breath clears the mental body, stabilizes the emotional body, and allows the spiritual body. Slowly and gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling to the right side of your body, maybe through a full body stretch. As we are aware of our transitions, we honor how we can transition not only on the mat, but off the mat in real life. How gentle are you with yourself? Are you leaning forward into the future, leaning back into the past? Can you be present, grounded over both feet? Bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring that beautiful smile with you. Hands to heart center. Tall through the spine. Hands in prayer. Anjali Mudra. Gratitude and thanks for this day, for your practice, for your energy, for your dedication to self and self-care. The light in me is honored to be one with the light in you. From my heart to yours, namaste. thank you all for continuing to be my motivation for this practice and leading you. You seriously are my motivation. I love yoga so much, but knowing that you're here and knowing that this hopefully in some way is reaching you inspires me.